Welcome to Who's Sitting at Your Table. Yes, it's me all by myself. This is Tony, one of the co-hosts. Pull up a chair, seriously, pull it up and pull it up close. Because today, I don't want to shout. I don't want to debate. I don't want to try to fix the world in 20 minutes. Honestly, I just want to talk. Lately, I've been asking myself a question, how I really feel presently right now, especially for women. Not who's invited to my table, but who's still sitting there. And maybe even more important, who still deserves a seat at my table, right? Because the world feels heavy right now. And my nervous system, ladies, sometimes she gets tired. And so if you're listening while you're driving or you're folding laundry or sitting quietly with your coffee, I want you to know you are not behind. You're not doing life wrong. You're just human. And being human right now feels like a lot. What's happening with the world today? Really, seriously, there's a collective of heaviness we don't want to talk about enough, right? Not just the news, not just money, not just health or aging parents or kids or our relationships. It's a constant input. Everybody wants your opinion, your reaction, your availability, your emotional labor. And somewhere along the way, many of us, especially women, forgot to ask ourselves, do I even have the capacity for this right now? Because let me tell you something, being constantly available does not mean being deeply connected. So here's a little bit of midlife realization. Here's the truth. I wish someone told us earlier, and Gen Zs, listen up. There comes a point, quietly, gently, when you stop tolerating things you used to excuse, right? Not out of bitterness and not out of ego, but out of clarity. You just start realizing peace feels better than being polite. Depth matters more than history. And not every relationship deserves lifetime seating. Yes, I just said that. Not every relationship deserves lifetime seating. I just love that. Because just because someone has known you since 1998 doesn't mean they get permanent chairs at your table. Some people are meant for a season. We've heard that before. Some were meant for a chapter. And some, well, they're meant for appetizers and never dessert, right? We all have them. And that doesn't make you cold. That just makes you honest, right? Let's be real for a second. If being around someone makes your shoulders tense, your stomach drop, your phone mysteriously staying face down, that's not intuition being dramatic. That's your body filing a formal complaint. And listen to it. I don't have the energy anymore for group texts that spike my blood pressure, conversations that make me feel like I'm doing emotional CrossFit, or relationships where I have to perform to belong. If it feels like an audition, it's not a seat. So what I see happening with so many women right now, especially midlife women, is this. We're editing quietly without announcement, without social media posts. We're choosing fewer people, better conversations, softer mornings, calmer nights. And we're finally realizing you don't owe access to anyone just because you've always given it. That's not selfish, that's self-respect. So let's reflect a little bit. So if you're listening this season, and I think many of us are, I want to gently offer you a few questions to think about. You don't need to answer them today, just listen to them and list them down. Just let them sit with you. Think about it. Who leaves me feeling lighter after I talk to them? Who requires me to shrink, explain, or brace myself? And if I were choosing today, right now, who would I invite at my table? Not out of obligation, not out of guilt, but out of truth. If you've been feeling a little more protective of your energy lately, if your circle is smaller, if your tolerance is lower, you're not broken, girl. You're evolving. Think about that one. You are not broken, you're evolving. Growth doesn't always look loud or impressive. Sometimes it looks like boundaries. Sometimes it looks like silence. And sometimes it looks like walking away without slamming the door. God, I love that one. Sometimes it looks like walking away without slamming the door. Think about that. So today, if the world feels heavy, let it be your own reminder. You are allowed to choose peace. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to rearrange your table. And if you're quietly moving chairs, creating space, or pulling one closer to yourself, I see you, girl. And I hope you ask yourself gently, honestly, Who's sitting at your table right now? God, that always gives me chills. Again, and I hope you ask yourself gently, honestly, from your heart, who's sitting at your table right now? And most importantly, how does that make you feel? If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, a fellow woman who has been carrying a lot lately. Support your girl, support your queens, support the women in your circle. And if you want to continue the conversation, come sit with us because there is a seat at our table for you here at Who's Sitting at Your Table. There's always room for honesty, laughter, women supporting women. It's a passion of mine, and I'm glad you're here. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, and you can also find our links in the bio if you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or X. Take care of your peace, queens. Love you.
Thank you for listening. Join us at our table for more podcasts on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, or YouTube. Thank you.